light and my salvation. Yah is the strength of my life. Who shall I be afraid of? Even when the wicked came up, enemies aimed up, eat up my flesh, but stumble and fell. Though a host that camp against me, they in trouble as well. The war rise against me, I won't be confident. My Yah is with me in the secret of your tabernacle. Please hide me quickly. One thing I desire is to dwell in the house of the highest. Behold his beauty in his temple, inquire, lift my head higher, and offer sacrifices of joy. I'll sing praises. Please hear me when I cry with my voice. Say seek your face, I said your face, I must seek. Facing the east, praising your name in the place where you placed it to be. Patient and meek, I won't complain when I seek. If all forsake me, please Yahweh, save me a seat. Oh Elohim, teach me your way and lead me in the path that's plain. Please do not deliver me to the will of my enemies and false witnesses who always speak critically. I would have fainted unless I believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. So I'm waiting, just be of good courage and heal, strengthen your heart. You gotta wait on Yah, that's all I'm saying. Before whatever you start it off by praying. Before a flower grow, you gotta water the plants. Just cause you wait on Yah, that don't mean don't start on your plans. Wait on Yah.
Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. I must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. I must wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah. Just wait on Yah.
You can move all you want, but you know what you're going to find? Adversity. That's not going to change. Because you still got to eat and sleep every single day. And Yahweh is the one vexing you. You think it's somebody else, but it's Yahweh vexing you. And you refuse to humble yourself to Yahweh. So it's easy to say, man, you vexing me. Because now I still don't got to humble myself. But when you say, Yahweh's vexing me, what you got to do? You got to get low. You got to humble yourself. But you refuse to humble yourself, so you just point the finger at everybody else that's vexing you. It's you that's bringing me this problem. It's you that's bringing me this trouble. It's you that's bringing me down. Well, what about Yahweh?
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yahweh. For Yahweh is righteous, Yahweh is holy, and let Yahweh be magnified. Shalom, shalom, I am Moreh Naphtali, here with you once again to bring you nothing but the truth. And this truth is, without a doubt, the true, unadulterated words of Yahweh, our Elohim. And who is this Yahweh? He's the creator of the heavens, the earth, the seas, and all that in them is. He created good, he created evil, he created light and darkness. I would like to praise Yahweh at this hour for giving me this great opportunity, affording and awarding me this great blessing to be able to indulge in such a great sacrifice as this sacrifice is, even the sacrifice of the knowledge of Elohim. I would like to also praise the mighty Yah for all of those that's listening, indulging in this great sacrifice with me. Hallelujah. I praise the mighty Yah for we have another inspired program prepared for you tonight, even the night of the 6th day, right before the Shabbat. And although we do not acknowledge and celebrate this night as the Sabbath day, this night is a peculiar night because it's the night before the Sabbath. And any night is the preparation for the next day. And this is why you attach the night before the day to that day? Why would we attach a night to a day after the day is over with? Yahweh is giving us this night, and now we prepare ourselves for tomorrow. Praise the mighty Yah. The true Thanksgiving. Everybody's celebrating this season, and this is not a bad season at all. This is a wonderful, blessed season. All Yahweh's seasons are very good. I love the cool, crisp air that comes in during this season, and I love the many colors upon the trees and plants during this season. Yahweh is just beautiful. His work is manifold. And so I want to get into the true Thanksgiving that's recorded in the scriptures. For everybody is thankful in their Thanksgiving. And we know the origin of Thanksgiving, and a lot of people, they like to ignore the truth. They like to ignore history and that which something is derived from, and they say, well, we're just going to make it our own thing. And that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. But the truth, if you ever heard the saying, the truth will set you free. Why hide ourselves from the truth? And the truth of the heathens' Thanksgiving, I really have no interest in it. I want to know about Yahweh's Thanksgiving. In the book of Psalms 116, and yes, like I was saying, this is a preparation night for the Shabbat, but this is the night of the sixth day. But we don't celebrate this night as a Sabbath, but we do prepare for our Sabbath. And there's a lot of things that you cannot do tonight that you could do on other nights. And why? Because we do not want to defile ourselves and miss out on our blessing of the Shabbat. It's the book of Psalms, the 116th chapter. This is very beautiful. Look what it says. Let's start at verse 1. I love Yahweh. I love Yahweh because he has heard my voice and my supplication. Because he has inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live. The sorrows of death compassed me. The pains of hell got hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Then called I upon the name of Yahweh. O Yahweh, I beseech thee, deliver my soul. And this is a beautiful place to be in, because this is what Yahweh wants to see. Who's going to call upon him? Who's going to lean upon him? Who's going to look past all the other vices and devices? Who's going to look past all the vanities and the things that people will put trust and confidence in? Who's going to skip and jump over all of that and go and seek their refuge from Yahweh, so they can give praise to him? It says, gracious is Yahweh and righteous. Yeah, our Elohim is merciful. Yahweh preserveth the simple. I was brought low, and he helped me. Return unto thy rest, O my soul, for Yahweh has dealt bountifully with thee. For thou hast delivered my soul from death, my eyes from tears, and my feet from falling. I will walk before Yahweh in the land of the living. You got to do it now. You done called upon Yah. He done delivered you. He done brought you from a low place. It's time to walk before Yahweh now in the land of the living. And the 10th verse says, I believed, therefore have I spoken. I was greatly afflicted. I said in my haste, all men are liars. And this is what you will do when your spirit is hasty and you in derision and confusion. All men are liars. As if Yahweh don't have no representatives. What shall I render unto Yahweh for all his benefits towards me? What shall I render unto the Almighty? Meaning, what should I give back to the Almighty? How should I bless the Almighty since he's blessed me? It says, I will take the cup of salvation and call upon the name of Yah. That's what I'm going to do to render back to my Elohim for all his benefits towards me. I'm going to take the cup of salvation. And what is salvation? Salvation is life. A bountiful, peaceful, restful, beautiful, everlasting life. That's what salvation is. And he says, what I'm going to render back to Yah is I'm going to take the cup of salvation. And when you take the cup of salvation, you take the cup of life. And so now, since you have this cup of life, you're going to hold yourself responsible for life. You're going to take that cup and you're going to take all the responsibilities that come with it. And that's what this man is saying. I'm going to render back to the Almighty by standing up and taking this cup and fulfilling these responsibilities. Keep reading this. It says, I will take the cup of salvation and I'm going to call upon the name of Yahweh. That's what I'm going to render back to Yah. I'm going to call upon his name. I'm not about to call upon anything else to save me. Anything else to help me, anything else to strengthen me, anything else to heal me. I'm going to just call on the name of Yahweh because I'm giving glory into his name, nothing else. Then he says, I will pay my vows unto Yahweh now in the presence of his people. I'm going to pay my vows in the presence of his people. Man, I'm going to make my sacrifices, my tithes, my vows. I'm going to do it in the presence of his people. Because if you know anything about Yah's people is considered to be, and actually truly is, the sanctuary of Yahweh, the congregation of Yahweh, the house of Yahweh, his everlasting dwelling place. So this is the place you want to be. This is the place you want to bring into the midst of Yah's people. Because then you know you're in the midst of Yah. It says, he said, I will pay my vows unto Yah now in the presence of his people. Precious in the sight of Yahweh is the death of his saints. O Yahweh, truly I am your servant. This is a proclamation that this man is making because his whole thing, I got to render back to Yah for all his benefits to me. And he said, Yah, I'm truly your servant. I am your servant, even a son of thine handmaid. Thou hast loosed my bonds. No wonder Yahweh tell us we supposed to be losing bonds and undoing heavy burdens. At the point Yahweh loosen yours, the only balance is if you go and loosen others. How dare you get set free and then you leave everybody else locked up? How dare you get blessed and you leave everybody cursed? How dare you get food and then you leave everybody else hungry? You get water and you're going to leave everybody else thirsty. This is not the heart. That's not the spirit. That's not the judgment of Yah. He says, I will offer to thee the sacrifice of thanksgiving, and I will call upon the name of Yahweh. And the truth is this: the sacrifice of thanksgiving is when you are able and willing to take up the cup of salvation. That's the sacrifice of thanksgiving. You're going to take up the cup of salvation. That's how you show your thanks to the Almighty. You don't show your thanks to the Almighty by cooking a bunch of turkeys and dressing and having a smorgasbord of a bunch of food and feasting. That's not true thanks to the Almighty. Look what it says. Not only he says, I will offer unto thee the sacrifice of thanksgiving. I will call upon the name of Yahweh. I will pay my vows unto Yahweh. Now in the presence of all his people, in the courts of Yahweh's house, in the midst of thee, O Jerusalem, praise ye Yah. And people, when they see that word Jerusalem, they think of land. No, Jerusalem is the people. Do you think Yahweh loved his land more than he loved his own people? Yahweh said in the book of Deuteronomy, and I believe it's in the 10th chapter, Yahweh told us that the heaven of heaven is his, the earth also and the fullness thereof. He said, but out of all this, I have a delight in the children of Israel. I have a delight in your fathers and their seed, which is us today. He said, that's my delight. That's what I delight in. Although the heaven and the heaven of heaven and the earth and the fullness thereof is mine. And there's treasures that Yahweh has in the heaven. There's treasures Yahweh has in this earth. There's things that are valuable to the Almighty in the heavens and the earth. But Yahweh said, out of all this, my delight is in my people. Jerusalem is the name of Yah's people. Zion is the name of Yah's people. Israel is the name of Yah's people. And so, yes, when it says in the courts of Yahweh's house, in the midst of thee, O Jerusalem, in the midst of thee, O children of Israel, what is Jerusalem without the people? How the nations look coming to Jerusalem and ain't no Israelites there. No priests, no servants of the Almighty, no Levites, no Yehudanites, and they just come in there bringing sacrifices for what? The people ain't even there. The ones that Yahweh called ye gates and ye everlasting doors ain't even there. What is Jerusalem without the people of Jerusalem? What is Zion without the people of Mount Zion? The courts of Yahweh's house. So yes, he said, I'm going to offer sacrifice of thanksgiving, and I'm going to call on the name of Yah. And if you offer the sacrifice of thanksgiving, you must pick up and take up the cup of salvation. Look what it says in the book of Psalms, the 50th chapter. Who's willing? Who's ready? Who's able? Scripture say, get you some able-bodied men. Moses, get you some able-bodied men, Israel, that can handle these sacrifices. Get you some able-bodied men. Who's able? You might not be able today, but work on yourself. Prepare yourself. Prepare your heart. Prepare your mind. Prepare your spirit to take up that cup of salvation. Put yourself in a position. It says Psalms, the 50th chapter, in the 4th verse, he shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that has made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for Elohim is judge himself. Hear, O my people, and I will speak. O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am Elohim, even thy Elohim. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices, or thy burnt offerings to have been continually before me. I would take no bullock out of your house. You can't think that that's how you're going to give thanksgiving unto the Almighty, bringing bullocks and killing bullocks. He said, listen, nor he goats out of your folds. Every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. What can you give, y'all? And this is what this brother is asking. What shall I render unto the Almighty for all his benefits towards me? You can't give the Almighty nothing when he already owned everything. The beast of the forest is his. Everything is his. What are you going to give him? And the truth is this. We should be able to give Yahweh something. And the brother in this book, they letting us know the secrets. This is how you give to the Almighty. You want to know about Thanksgiving and you want to know how to render back to the Almighty? Well, they got the secrets and showing us. You got to take up the cup of salvation and call on the name of Yah. And you got to bring your sacrifices and your vows and bring it in the midst of Yah's people. Don't run from Yah's people. Be in the midst of Yah's people. Be a light to Yah's people. Don't point your finger at Yah's people. Be the person that you want Yah's people to be. It says, the 12th verse, he says, if I were hungry, I would not tell thee. I won't even tell you if I'm hungry. For the world is mine and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? No, this is not how you offer thanksgiving unto the Almighty. Look what it says in the 14th verse. Offer unto Elohim thanksgiving. Not this kind of thanksgiving today. Because Yahweh speaking against this kind of thanksgiving. He's talking about these beasts and bullocks and fowls. This stuff don't impress me. And if I was hungry, I wouldn't even tell thee. And he said, really, you think I would eat the flesh of these bulls and drink the blood of goats? Offer unto Elohim thanksgiving and pay thy vows unto the Most High. Call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. And this is what taking up the cup of salvation is all about. It's about glorifying the Almighty. That's what we're supposed to render back to Yah. That's your true thanksgiving. My thanksgiving is, I got to give glory to Yah. He done delivered me. He done brought me from this low place. He done helped me. He done healed me. He done blessed me. Oh, I got to give glory to him. I got to give glory to Yah. Go to the book of Numbers. Excuse me. He says, thou shalt glorify me. Before we go to Numbers, let's read this. Call upon me in the day of trouble. See, Yahweh, that's what he want to see. That's why the brother said, I'm going to take up the cup of salvation and I'm going to call on your name. And Yahweh said, look, offer to me thanksgiving, pay your vows, and call on my name. Call on me when you're in trouble. But we ain't even seeking the Almighty for real. We're not calling on the Almighty. We just trusting in our devices. And we sit around and lay around and we keep doing, but we just trusting in our own devices. It says, but unto the wicked Elohim says, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? And that thou shouldest take my covenant in your mouth. And you have some people, I'm going to take up the cup of salvation, but like, Yahweh like, no. You just talking about it, and you have my salvation in your mouth, and you're talking about these laws, and you calling on my name, and you saying praise Yah. Yah is righteous and Yah is holy, and you're going around the town and you're talking about these things. But he says, what does thou has to do? Why do you have my statutes and covenants in your mouth? Seeing, in the 17th verse, thou hatest instruction. You hate instruction. You hate the humble spirit of instructions. And castest my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partakers with adulterers. Thou givest your mouth to evil, thy tongue frameth deceit, and thou sittest and speak against your brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. None of this stuff is bringing glory to the Almighty. How is any of this bringing glory to Yah? It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee, and I will set them in order before your eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget Elohim. You done forgot the Almighty. Lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offers praise, he taking up that cup of salvation, he glorifies me. And to him that ordereth his conversation aright, will I show the salvation of Elohim. Because guess what? He taking up the cup of y'all's salvation. And that's all he want to talk about, and that's all he want to be about. And when he's about that, he's not partakers with adulterers. Adulterers are people that don't care about the commandments of the Almighty. They'll sleep with another man's wife. They don't. If that wife over there, if she's willing to lay down, oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take her. All she got to do is be willing, and that's the kind of people that we be our best friends. Adulterers, but not just those that will break the seventh commandment, the holy relationship and matrimony of a man and a woman, but also adulterers are also those that serve idols. And every time they talking is, oh my JC and JC this and JC that. And you got to be around it all day. And guess what? You don't care because you ain't took up the cup of salvation anyway. You don't hold yourself responsible for real life. You can care, you can give a hootenanny about somebody just saying JC all the time in your ears. But for somebody that's got the cup of salvation, that's piercing to their ears. To hear somebody talking about JC all the time. Look what it says in the book of Numbers, the 14th chapter. We will not only have friends and partners. I mean, a partner can be your best friend, or a partner can be your business partner. How can you go into business and be a business partner with an adulterer, one that's serving another idol? How can you join yourself and make league with someone that has no respect for the Creator, no respect for their Elohim, no respect for the Almighty, and you would join yourself into them for $1, for $100, for $1,000? I don't care how many dollars you join yourself. How many dollars is worth separating yourself from your king? Look what it says in the book of Numbers, the 14th chapter. Look, watch this. Numbers, the 14th chapter, verse 15. Now, if thou should kill all this people as one man, then the nation which have heard the fame of thee will speak, saying, because Yahweh was not able to bring his people into the land which he sware unto them, therefore he hath slain them in the wilderness. And now I beseech thee, let the power of my Yahweh be great, according as thou hast spoken, saying, Yahweh is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty. See, this is the glory of Yah. This is the very thing that Yahweh pronounced when he showed Moses his glory. And Moses asked, let me see thy glory. And he said, I'm going to put you in the cleft of the rock, and I'm going to proclaim my name, because Yah's name is a part of his glory. Yah's name represents his glory. And this is why when he began to shine his glory, he began to proclaim his name simultaneously. And it says Yahweh is long-suffering, great mercy, forgiving iniquity. No wonder the scripture says he that passes over it's a glory for a man to pass over transgression. And here it is. This is the ultimate passing over transgression because Yahweh was ready to kill these people. He was ready to kill them all as one man and start the nation of Israel over and replenish them through one man, which was named Moses. He says, forgiving iniquity, transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation. Pardon, I beseech, the iniquity of these people according to the greatness of your mercy. And as thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now. And Yahweh said, I have pardoned. Look at how glorious Yahweh is. I've pardoned according to thy word. These people have went over and beyond to deserve death. Not only they ask, it's like they asked for it, they prayed for it, they fast for it. They fasted for death. Please give us death. They cried until they begged for death. This is how much they deserve death. But Yahweh pardoned them. Said, no, I'm not going to give it to you. But look what he says in the 21st verse. But as truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of Yahweh. All the earth shall be filled with the glory of Yahweh. See, this is why the secret of Yah, of true thanksgiving, is when you be a part of filling this earth with Yahweh's glory. Because that's his whole goal. That's why he said, listen, I ain't going to destroy these people. But let me make this proclamation. Let me show my motivation. Let me show my inspiration. All the earth shall be filled with my glory, with the glory of Yah. That is Yahweh's motivation. That's his inspiration. And this is why he didn't kill those people. Because you know what? It would have tarnished his glory. And he said, no, I'm not about to tarnish my glory. I'm not about to defame my fame. But he said in the 22nd verse, because all those men which have seen my glory, my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto your fathers. Neither shall any of them that provoke me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and have followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it. Yes, he had a whole nother spirit, because his spirit was, let's give glory unto Yah. Let's do it. Let's take this opportunity to give glory unto the Almighty. And are you taking the opportunity right now to give glory unto Yah? Or are you taking the breath that you got right now and wasting it by doing the opposite of giving glory unto Yah? Are you in a spirit of thanksgiving, true thanksgiving? It's only one to really thank, and that's Yahweh. And whatever tool Yahweh will use to bless me, to heal me, but all the praise and glory go to Yah. Look what it says in the book of Deuteronomy, the 5th chapter. Are you taking advantage of the opportunity? Look what it says. Deuteronomy 5, verse 22. These words Yahweh spake unto all your assembly in the mount of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness, with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tables of stone and delivered them unto me. And it came to pass when ye heard the voice out of the midst of the darkness, for the mountain did burn with fire, that ye came near unto me, even all the heads of your tribes and your elders. And ye said, behold, Yahweh our Elohim has showed us his glory and his greatness. And we have heard his voice out of the midst of the fire. We have seen this day that Elohim doth talk with man, and he liveth. That's part of Yah's glory, his voice. They not only seen it, but they heard Yah's glory. Now, therefore, why should we die? For this great fire will consume us. If we hear the voice of Yahweh our Elohim any more, then we shall die. For who is there of all flesh that has heard the voice of the living Elohim speaking out of the midst of fire, as we have and lived? Go thou near and hear all that Yahweh our Elohim shall say, and speak thou unto us all that Yahweh our Elohim shall speak unto thee, and we will hear it and do it. Because why? Yahweh done shown us his glory. He done spake to us. And you know what? We're going to take the cup of salvation. We're going to hear it and we're going to do it. That's all you got to do, is just bring that glory to us. Tell us what Yahweh shall speak. We're going to hear it and we're going to do it. We're going to take this responsibility and we're going to run with it. We're going to run with it. Yahweh's word. The responsibility of Yah's word. Look what it says in 1 Chronicles, the 16th chapter. You can't take up the cup of salvation without the word of Yah. Because the cup of salvation is life. And where do life come from? It comes from the word of the Almighty. And the Almighty told us that this is your life and the length of your days. This is not a vain thing for you. This is your life. And this is why Yahweh looking down and said, look, y'all cast my words behind you. You make it seem like my word is the least valuable thing on earth. You running, you're going, and you sweating, you bleeding, you stressing, and you doing all these things and spending all this energy and labor, but it's not in my word. It's not for my word. It's not to carry out my word and to fulfill my word. It's all in vanity. First Chronicles, the 16th chapter, the 7th verse says, then on that day David delivered first this psalm to thank Yahweh unto the hand of Asaph and his brethren. He sent the whole song just to thank Yah, to sing praises to Yah, to thank the Almighty. And listen to this song. Give thanks unto Yahweh, call upon his name, make known his deeds among the people. You can't just, you got to call upon Yah's name. That's how you be thankful. You have to make known his deeds by carrying out his word. You can't make known the deeds of the Almighty by just talking. That's only part of it. Sing unto him. Sing psalms unto him. Talk ye of all his wondrous works. Glory ye in his holy name. That's where the glory is. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek Yahweh. Seek Yahweh in his strength. Seek his face continually. Remember his marvelous works that he has done, his wonders, and the judgments of his mouth. O ye seed of Israel, his servant. Ye children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is Yahweh our Elohim. His judgments are in all the earth. Be ye mindful always of his covenant. The word which has he commanded to 1,000 generations. The 24th verse says, declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among all nations. You think you're going to be able to declare these things just by talking? See, when your talk and your walk is evened out, it equals a balanced number, which means what? They add up together. But when your talk and your walk don't add up together, like this thing ain't coming out right. Your mouth says 7 and your action says 0, and then it says equal 100. You're like, hold on, how that? You got 7, you got 0, and then you got 100. It ain't balancing out. Some ain't adding up. You got more talking, you got less walking, and then you got this lie at the end. It says, declare his glory among the heathen, his marvelous works among all nations, for great is Yahweh, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all deities, for all the deities of the people are idols. But Yahweh made the heavens. See, these idols do nothing. But you know what Yahweh do? He made the heavens. He also made the earth, the seas, and all that in them is. It says in the 27th verse, glory and honor are in his presence. Strength and gladness are in his place. Give unto Yahweh, ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. This is what we got to give to the Almighty. This is how you show thanksgiving, true thanksgiving. You got to give glory and strength unto Yahweh. Ask yourself this, and really sit down upon your bed and ask yourself, am I giving glory unto Yah? Am I giving glory and strength unto Yah? Look what it said. There's 2 more verses in this chapter, the 29th verse. Give unto Yahweh the glory due to his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. And look at the 35th verse, 34 and 35. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. And say ye, save us, O Elohim, of our salvation, and gather us together and deliver us from the heathen, that we may give thanks to thy holy name and glory in thy praise. Hallelujah. That's where all the glory is. And we all want glory. We just don't want Yah's glory. We don't want Yahweh's glory to be splendored and basked upon us. We want our own glory to be upon us. We want to shine with our own glory. But I'm telling you, people, that glory is it's a stinking smoke. And it's a smoke in Yah's nostrils. You glorying in that which is no glory. The only glory that you have is when you are attempting and you actually giving glory to Yah. You giving strength to Yah, which means you taking up his cup of salvation and taking on the responsibilities of his word, his law, his statutes, and his judgments, and you carrying out his judgments. In the book of Psalms, the 4th chapter, this is how we're going to give thanks to the Almighty. Since we're in a season of Thanksgiving and people say, well, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. How can you be happy and you don't even know the Almighty? How can you be happy and you're not serving the Almighty? Which means what? Now you have no assurance of your life. You have no assurance of your children's life. How can you be happy in this kind of state of being where you have no insurance? That's like riding down the street in an expensive car and you have no insurance. You don't got no insurance and you don't even have enough money to take care of it if something happens. So you just a high risk, and you can't be in no happiness and comfort like that. It says in Psalms, the 4th chapter, verse 1, hear me when I call, O Elohim of our righteousness. How he gonna hear you when you call, but you don't want to hear Yah when he call? He calling all the time. Because Yahweh said, listen, the earth is going to be filled with my glory. And now he's making calls like, who want to be a part of this mission? Who want to be a part of this great venture, the greatest venture, the only venture that really matters, because everything else is vain. Hear me when I call, O Elohim of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity? You just love vanity so much that you're not going to give no glory unto the Almighty, which means you automatically are just giving shame to the Almighty. I don't care what you're doing. If you're not trying and attempting to give Yahweh glory, and you're trying to take advantage of every day and night, and you trying to give glory to Yahweh some kind of way, you automatically turning Yah's glory into shame. How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? Seek after foolishness. Seek after the way of the heathen. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in Yahweh. There be many that say, who shall show us any good? Yahweh, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. See, you don't know true gladness. You don't know true happiness until Yahweh lay gladness on you and happiness on you. You ain't felt it yet. You think you felt it. You think you know it. And that's why you running and working and laboring and searching for a piece of this happy pie that you think has got all the happiness in it, because you done got a little taste and it feels good and it tastes good, but you ain't tasted Yah's pie. You ain't tasted Yah's goodness. That's why King David said, oh, taste and see how good Yahweh is. Because there's other stuff that you taste and you think is good. You eat one of them pies off of, like the lady made that pie for the lady in that movie, The Little Help. The Help. That's what the movie was called. She made a good old pie for that lady. And you know what? She loved that pie. She liked that pie and it tastes good to her. But whoa, she didn't know what was in it. And y'all don't know what you eating on and feasting on. It says, I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Yahweh, only makest me to dwell in safety. Only you give me assurance of my life. Only you can allow me to lay down and really get some sleep that is so peaceful and so restful that when I wake up smiling. I wake up feeling good. I bounce out of bed like I got springs under me, because I got bounce in my step and happiness in me, because I go down in peace. I wake up in peace. And why? Because Yahweh's cup of salvation is willingly in my hands, and I'm taking it and I'm drinking it. Whether it come with suffering or whether it come with blessings, I'm taking it on. And you're going to suffer. But your suffering is going to be rewarded. It's going to be rewarded. Look what it says in one more Psalms, in the book of Psalms, the 8th chapter. The 3rd verse says, when I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon, the stars which thou hast even ordained. These things represent Yah's glory. What is man that thou art mindful of him? And the son of man that thou even visitest him? 5th verse says, for thou hast made him a little lower than angels, and has crowned him with glory and honor. You got the potential. You have the ability to give glory and honor to the Almighty and strength to the Almighty. But if you love vanity, then you're never going to get around this corner. And Thanksgiving, you might as well hang that up. You don't have no Thanksgiving for the Almighty at the point that you don't want to give glory and strength to Yah. Praise the mighty Yah. Let's go to a couple more scriptures. In the book of Psalms, one last Psalms. Psalms 29. Watch this. This is why we giving glory to Yahweh right now, because we indulging in the very thing that Yahweh is pleased with, and that's the knowledge of Elohim. To give Yahweh attention. Matter of fact, hold your page there at Psalms 29, Joshua, the 7th chapter. In the book of Joshua, the 7th chapter, Yahweh knows who's making a sacrifice of thanksgiving. Those who really understand from whence they blessing come, from whence they help come. And these are the ones that's going to call on the name of Yah. And then they're going to labor in Yah for the blessings to rain down on them, for the doors of heaven just to start opening up to them. And even when the days get dark and the days get heavy and the nights are even darker and the nights are even heavier, you still hold that cup of salvation because you trusting in Yah and you delighting in Yah. And you know, as long as you hold that cup and don't let it go, your blessings is going to come. Your relief is going to come. Your healing, your success is going to come. Joshua, the 7th chapter, the 19th verse says, Joshua said unto Achan, my son, give, I pray thee, glory to Yahweh Elohim of Israel, and make confession unto him, and tell me now what thou hast done. Hide it not from me. He said, listen, stop lying. I don't care if you got to die, because you're going to die anyway. But at least die giving glory to Yah. He could have said, you know what, I'm going to take this lie to the grave. But no. Achan answered Joshua and said, indeed, I have sinned against Yahweh, Elohim of Israel. And thus have I done when I saw amongst the spoils of the goodly Babylonian garments. He had to go ahead and shame the devil. Shame the devil, shame the wickedness and foolishness, and give glory to Yah by making confession, telling the truth, being a man, taking responsibility for your own ways. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Let's go back. Actually, we're going, for time's sake, let's go to Isaiah 43. No, I can't skip past this Psalms 29. We must read it. Psalms 29, verse 1. Give unto Yahweh, O ye mighty. See, this is what it keeps saying, give unto Yah. Because when your mind is thinking about what can I render back to the Almighty, Yahweh woke me up this morning. First, what can I render to the Almighty then? Yahweh pulled me out of this grave. He pulled me out of this dark. He pulled me out of this and pulled me out of that. What can I render to Yah? And all over the scriptures, it's going to tell you, give unto Yah, O ye mighty. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. That's your thanksgiving. Giving the glory to the Almighty. Taking up that cup of salvation. In the second verse it says, give unto Yahweh the glory due to his name. Worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. The voice of Yahweh is upon the waters. Elohim of glory thundereth. Yahweh is upon many waters. The voice of Yahweh is powerful. The voice of Yahweh is full of majesty. The voice of Yahweh breaketh cedars. Yeah, Yahweh breaketh the cedars of Lebanon. He maketh them also to skip like a calf, Lebanon and Sirion like a young unicorn. The voice of Yahweh divideth the flames of fire. The voice of Yahweh shaketh the wilderness. Yahweh shaketh the wilderness of Kadesh. The voice of Yahweh maketh the hinds to calve, and discovereth the forest. And in his temple does everyone speak of his glory. You know why they speak of his glory? Because the voice of Yahweh is what they hearkening to. The voice of Yahweh is what they listening to. And the voice of Yahweh is now become their voice. Because now all they speaking about and talking about is thus says Yah in the temples. It says, Yahweh sitteth upon the flood. Yeah, Yahweh sitteth king forever. Yahweh will give strength unto his people. Yahweh will bless his people with peace. This is salvation. And so you can't ignore the voice of Yah and think you're going to give thanks and glory unto the Almighty, thanksgiving unto the Almighty. And the voice of Yah, praise the mighty Yah, is recorded on paper right now. We got it right here. Yah's voice on these pages. And if you go back and see what the voice of Yahweh is powerful, but we will make it seem as if the voice and the word of the Almighty don't mean nothing. It's the least thing going. And this is why we would make all the investments except for this one. And closing out, Isaiah 43:7. Isaiah 43:7. Even everyone that is called by my name. My name, Israel. They called by my name. We thought that was our name, but that's Yah's name. That's his blessing that he gave us. And he said, I gave them my name, for I have created him for my glory. If you want to give thanks and thanksgiving to the Almighty, well, all you have to do is pick up the responsibility of what he made you for. And he made you, he said, I've created him for my glory. I have formed him. Yeah, I've made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? They don't even know the former thing. They ain't even concerned, because you know why? They ignore the voice of Yah. Yahweh will tell you the former things. And it says, let them bring forth their witnesses, that we may justify them, or let them hear and say it is truth. Ye are my witnesses, says Yah, my servant whom I've chosen, that you may know and believe me, but you don't believe me. You don't know me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no Elohim formed, neither shall there be after me. Even I am Yahweh, and beside me there is no Savior. I've declared, I've saved, and I've showed when there was no strange deities among you. Therefore you are my witnesses, says Yahweh, I am Elohim. Praise the mighty Yah. So this is all we got to do. In the last scripture, and definitely not least, in Isaiah the 58th chapter. Isaiah 58. Look what it says in verse 8. Then shall thy light break forth as the morning. Your light about to break forth as the morning. Thy health shall spring forth speedily. Thy righteousness shall go before thee, and the glory of Yahweh shall be thy reward. That's going to be your reward, the glory of Yah. You know why? Because you done took up the cup of salvation. You done called upon the name of the Almighty. You done paid your vows in the presence of Yah's people. You done brought your sacrifices in the courts of Yahweh's house. And you've chosen the fast that Yah has chosen, losing the bands of wickedness, undoing heavy burdens, dealing your bread to the hungry, the poor. And he says, listen, now the glory of Yah is going to be your reward. And then you shall call, and I shall answer. And why Yahweh going to do that? He's not about to do this with somebody that don't answer him. And he's calling, and he don't get no answer. You shall cry, and he shall say, here I am. If thou take away from you the midst of you the yoke, the putting forth of the finger and speaking vanity. Because why? These things don't bring glory to the Almighty. If it don't bring glory to the Almighty, that's something that you want to get yourself away from. That's a waste of time. If you draw your soul out to the hungry, satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall your light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness shall be as the noonday. And Yahweh shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat your bones. And thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water whose waters fail not. And they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places, and thou shalt raise up the foundations of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of paths to dwell in. Because now you about Yah's glory now. If you turn away thy foot from the Sabbath day, how you gonna give glory to the Almighty, and the Sabbath day ain't your everything? Doing your pleasure on my holy day, call the Sabbath for delight, holy of Yah, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing your own ways, nor finding your own pleasure, nor speaking your own words. Then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, like he did with Moses and showed him his glory. And feed thee with the heritage of Yaakov thy father, for the mouth of Yahweh has spoken it. And if you know anything about what Yahweh has spoke, all he speaks is glory. Because everything he do and speak is glorious. He speaks the truth. He speaks wisdom it's nothing but glory that comes from the Almighty. Goodness and glory. So all praise, all glory unto the mighty Yah. I praise the mighty Yahweh, and giving thanksgiving unto him tonight, rendering unto Yahweh tonight, is just by simply indulging in this sacrifice of the knowledge of Elohim. I praise Yahweh for this opportunity to do such a thing for my great King. And I praise Yahweh for all those indulging with me. Praise the mighty Yah. We love you. See you tomorrow. Shalom, shalom.
To the law, until the testimonies don't add to or diminish one thing. Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you believe in the mighty Yah? Do we believe to the law until the testimonies don't add to or diminish one thing? Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you believe in the mighty Yah? Do we believe in the mighty Yahweh? Now, who was understanding that? Most of the people trapped up in tradition will ignore the fact that Yah put his word above his name. So take a closer look to live by the ways of another. There are many books, but let us hear the whole conclusion. Fear Yah and keep his law to rid this whole illusion. Which way you choosing? Life and death the only option. Because we choosing death the reason why we're not thriving. You suicidal must because we are rebellious. Cause we revolted against whatever the Yahweh tells us. We doomed for failure, but the mission start returning. The land inheriting every blessing, you have to earn it. We must get firm to the law and to the testimonies. Don't add to or diminish one thing. Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you believe in the mighty Yah? Do we believe to the law and to the testimonies? Don't add to or diminish one thing. Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you believe in the mighty Yah? Do we believe in the mighty Yah? Though we floss, we boldly through an avatar, but when it's taught to just return, always say our tongue I learned. Y'all looking for us Elohim see. He say we can't be clean. Said there's no more prophets in this earth, no vision or no dreams. Go so far to say that Yahweh serve and reveal everything. But say you add into the word of Yahweh, you show brand new things. Thinking y'all were some type of Ponzi scheme. What type of rationing the rationale? Got us thinking foul, bringing forth your strong witnesses to show Yah is righteous. How the people that's made in his image and his likeness refuse to make unto Yah holy sacrifices. That's why his word don't seem to be enlightening. So to the law and to the testimonies, don't add to or diminish one thing. Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you believe in the mighty Yah? Do we believe to the law and to the testimonies? Don't add to or diminish one thing. Yah is our shield. If we trusting in him, do you know about it? Or will you believe in the mighty Yah? Do you